All right, let's see if this is going to work today. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Grace and peace to you from our Lord Jesus Christ and all the saints here in beautiful Central California. We're going to try for take 2 on the Airborne update this morning. Last week I had some audio difficulties, meaning I didn't set it up right, so hopefully I did set it up right this time. We're at a comfortable cruising altitude of 1,500 feet above mean sea level, which means I'm going sightseeing. I can see the ground real well, and that's what I like to do, get up and fly around and look at stuff. So anyway, not a whole lot to report on this week because I was on vacation this whole last week. Drove my travel trailer down to the manufacturer to have the refrigerator replaced, which they did, and that only. They didn't do some of the other things I asked them to do, but if they had, it would have just taken longer. And we needed to get back. We couldn't be gone very long because we take care of, well, we, meaning my wife, takes care of her aging mother. So we couldn't be gone that long, unfortunately. So we were down there 2 nights. First night we spent in the parking lot at her manufacturer, and then the second night we had to stay in a hotel because they had the trailer in the shop. So anyway, we had as good a time as we could have. My wife was suffering from some dizzy spells, we think brought on by her allergies, but yeah, she's doing good now. On the work front, I know my boss got multi-factor authentication working, so yay, good for her. That's something she's wanting me to do, and I've been working on it for literally months, and I could not get anywhere with Palo Alto. They just kept sending me, knowledge-based articles, and they weren't working. And she just has a way with people. In other words, I'm too polite. She'll get on the phone and just rip them a new one in their own language if necessary. She's from India, and most of the Palo Alto support people are from India, so she knows exactly what the score is over there, and she doesn't take anything from anybody. So she gets business done, which she did. She got it all taken care of, so good for her. Let's see, was there anything else that they got done this week? Not on the network side. She was going to work with them on the, we have some issues with the Active Directory authentication on our firewall. At first, our Global Protect users, Global Protect is the remote access VPN client we use. It's put out by Palo Alto. At first, those guys were not able to authenticate. Palo Alto was able to get that working. However, using those same, we put users in Active Directory groups, and we authenticate against the groups. So, so like IS employees, we're in an IS Active Directory group, VPN IS or whatever it is. So we authenticate against that group. So any user that's in that group will be able to authenticate remotely to the firewall and get into the network. We also use that same group in the security policies, the rules that Cisco guys call it an ACL, Access Control List. We call it a policy. We use those same things in the security policies. Well, groups that pre-existed a certain point in time, and we don't know what that point is, those all work. So there's about 7 groups that actually work and about 13 groups that do not. So we got to get that straightened out. She was going to work with them on that a little bit this week, but I doubt she had time with me being out. She probably had a bunch of other stuff to do, including her own job, which is, I don't know what else she does, but she does a lot. She's in meetings all day long, so that's what supervisors do. They go to meetings pretty much Sorry, I'm looking down at some old abandoned train tracks, seeing if a rail bike would work down there. Might. So yeah, that's about all I know this week. Let me just say, having driven from the middle of California's vast Central Valley down to Southern California, not the LA area, but east of there, out in the high desert, I have never witnessed so much bad behavior from drivers in a long time. I mean, even in the last 2 years, it has gotten bad, especially truck drivers. I love truck drivers, but guys, I'm sorry, you got to do better. I mean, I had to hard brake, because truck drivers were crossing over lanes and swerving and going off on the shoulder and kicking up rocks and stuff. What is wrong with you guys? Come on, step up. It used to be the truck drivers were the cream of the crop. You know, you could rely on them. I have to say, after this trip, I don't want to be anywhere near them. I mean, it's really bad. So, sorry guys. And another thing I found out, so where we went was actually, it's Lancaster, is where we went, and Lancaster, Palmdale area. And one thing we found out about that area is that all the people who escape the high crime and property values of Los Angeles are moving inland towards Lancaster and Palmdale. So, and they're bringing their driving habits with them. So if there is a space between you and the next car in front of you, somebody will get in there. So with the trailer, not a problem. With the truck, I didn't like it so much. But anyway, we dealt with it. And another cool thing is, if you watched my very first video where I talked about how I got to where I am today, I talked about working at Lockheed, which became Lockheed Martin while I was working there. And one thing that was really cool is being able to drive past the Palmdale plant and see the huge Lockheed Skunk Works hangar. Said Lockheed Martin and had a picture of a skunk. So that's the Skunk Works. And if you don't know what the Skunk Works are, that's where Clarence Kelly Johnson basically built the SR-71, the U-2 spy plane, YF-22, all the some of the best airplanes in the air came out of those hangars. So it's kind of fun to see those. And I didn't get a picture the whole time I was there. I did not take one single picture the whole time. So yeah, we weren't really in vacation mode. We were just in hurry up and get the trailer fixed mode. So, but yeah, since I don't know if my audio is going to work this week, I'm hoping it will. But I'm going to keep this video short, and hopefully you guys were able to hear this. If not, I'll be doing another video shortly. So as always, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want. As always, guys, I appreciate you all, appreciate the comments. And oh, by the way, to my Christian brother who works at a hospital on Extreme Networks equipment down in Bakersfield, drove right past you. I waved as I drove through Bakersfield. Don't know if you saw it, but I did wave. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all next week. God bless.